Okay, let's dive right in. This is the explanation of the KEA director's new video, in the simplest way possible, breaking down those super urgent updates for UGCET and NEET counseling. Look, if you're a student or a parent in Karnataka right now, you know exactly how chaotic the last few days have felt. You're juggling state deadlines, all India results, and literally making massive decisions that are going to dictate your professional future. Well, our role today with this explainer is to just cut right through all that noise. I know navigating these simultaneous state and all India allotments is incredibly stressful. It's kind of like trying to solve a giant puzzle while the clock is ticking. But this explainer is going to clear up exactly what your immediate next steps should be so you don't lose your seat. The KEA director released a really comprehensive update. And honestly, while it's packed with absolutely crucial administrative details, it can be a bit overwhelming to digest all at once. So we're going to break down exactly what he said, straight from his guidelines, so you can make confident, penalty-free decisions. So here is what we're covering today. The new KEA update, specific rules for engineering students, instructions for medical and dental, details on the third round of counseling, the really important dates, and finally, those strict documentation rules. All right, Section 1, the new KEA update and recent result releases. Let's start with where we're at right now. KEA just dropped the second round results for various professional courses based on KCET and the first round for medical and dental based on NEET. The director actually noted that this release was slightly delayed, and for good reason. They had to carefully link the state medical and dental allotments with the All India MCC results. But now that the results are out, the clock is totally ticking, and the system is demanding immediate action. Now, this is the biggest point of confusion right now. Non-medical students face really strict immediate choices, while medical students have this temporary free exit option enabled. The paths for these two groups are completely different, and mixing up the rules, yeah, that could be disastrous. Let's look a little closer at exactly what you need to do depending on your specific course. Moving on to Section 2, instructions specifically for engineering students and how to navigate those AICTE deadlines. Okay, if you're an engineering, veterinary, agriculture, or nursing aspirant, you need to pay super close attention here. The AICTE deadlines are really pressing down on us. The director emphasized that the All India Council for Technical Education has basically mandated that technical course admissions have to wrap up, like, yesterday. Because we're already late into September, that relaxed multi-choice system you might be used to, it's gone. You literally only have two options on your portal right now. You can pick choice 1, which means you pay your fees, grab your admission order, and report straight to your allotted college. Or you can pick choice 4, which means you are completely rejecting the seat and exiting the KEA counseling process for good. There's no choice 2 or choice 3 to hold and wait. You've got to act right now. Oh, and if you didn't get a seat at all, take a breath. You're still automatically in the system for the next round. Next up, Section 3, medical and dental instructions and handling the MCC All India overlap. Let's shift gears over to the medical and dental students. The All India MCC results have created a pretty massive overlap with our state allotments. A lot of top-ranking students have secured seats in both the state KEA counseling and the central MCC counseling. So the director made a really specific earnest request here. If you got the same college or an amazing college through the All India quota, please take it. It frees up a state seat for another deserving local student. It's not a strict demand, but really just a request for the greater good. The absolutely crucial point here is that if you hold an All India seat and a Karnataka state seat, the director is giving you a penalty-free window to just exit KEA and take your MCC seat. By selecting choice 4 for medical and dental right now, you get a free exit. That means no fines, no penalties, no messy administrative red tape. You can just gracefully bow out of the state system. But realize that doing this triggers a massive chain reaction for everyone else. Which brings us to Section 4, third round counseling, and what I call the upgrade domino effect. Now, engineering students, listen up, because I know you're probably terrified of missing out on a medical upgrade if you lock in your engineering seat now. But trust me, you are completely protected. This is probably the most anxiety-inducing part of the whole update. Hundreds of engineering students who really want a medical or vet seat are scared to admit into their engineering college today, thinking they'll be trapped if a medical seat opens up tomorrow. But here's how this brilliant system actually builds step by step. The director made a promise. Go admit to your engineering college right now using Choice 1. When those top medical students take their free exit we just talked about, KEA is going to rerun the medical allotment. If that rerun suddenly hands you your dream medical seat, the government has already pre-arranged a deal with the engineering colleges. They will let you seamlessly surrender your engineering seat. No fuss. That surrendered seat then just trickles right down into the third round for someone else. Nobody loses out. So seriously, go secure your current seat without any fear. Let's look at Section 5, important dates, and your exact action window.
Time is incredibly tight here, folks. The director actually acknowledged that 4 days doesn't sound like a lot of time, but he stressed that KEA absolutely has to get the third round underway. You cannot afford to sleep on these dates. The window opened on September 25th. Medical students, hear this loud and clear. You only have September 25th and 26th for that free exit. That is a strict 2-day window. Meanwhile, technical students have until September 28th to finalize their Choice 1 admissions, pay up, and report to the college. And hey, don't sweat the money if you get upgraded later. Your tuition fee remains safely parked with KEA, not locked away in some individual college's bank account.
Finally, Section 6, documentation and rules, and importantly, KEA's zero tolerance policy. We really need to talk about strict compliance because the director issued a severe warning here. Getting the seat is only half the battle, right? Proving you actually deserve it when you physically report to the college is where so many students stumble. KEA is enforcing a strict zero-tolerance policy for missing or sketchy paperwork. If you're claiming an NRI seat, a simple letter on white paper from an uncle abroad, yeah, that's not going to cut it anymore. The fees must be paid directly from the sponsor's NRE account. If you claim linguistic or religious minority status, your school certificates absolutely must be officially countersigned by the block education officer and the DPU. And for rural and cognitive medium students, listen up, because these specific categories aren't digitally fetched by the KEA servers, you have to physically hand over the manual original certificates to your college. Oh, and don't bother emailing KEA asking to add a new category or change options now. That window is firmly closed. And if anyone intentionally claimed a category they don't belong to just to game the system, the director flat out warned that you will be immediately expelled from the entire counseling process. So, before you walk into that college, double, triple check your paperwork. Make sure you have your rural certificates, your fee receipts, and those admissions orders printed and ready to go. The next few days are absolutely critical, and making a mistake now is just not an option. Please subscribe for more information so you can stay updated, because we're going to be right back here breaking down the rules the second that third round begins. Until then, ask yourself, have you really verified every single document you need before September 28th? Don't leave your hard-earned rank to chance.